Welcome to the party. No gossip, just saying with Jodi and Jenn.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to No Gossip, Just Saying. I'm Jenn, and today we're talking about something very personal. We're talking about alcohol, specifically how our relationship with it changes after, what is the age? The big magical age of 40. Because it has changed, right? And if you're in this season of life, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. And I'm Jodi, and your body just responds differently. And used to be very relaxing to have 2 glasses of wine on any given weeknight. Now turns into a full sleep disruption situation and a headache in the morning. We wanted to have a real honest conversation about it today. What is happening physically, how Jenn and I have navigated through it, our personal journeys, and, like whether or not it's actually worth it having those drinks anymore. I mean, let's talk about your story first, Jenn. Let's get into your story.
Well, yes, everybody, I am a Chardonnay girl. If you know anything about me, you know this is about me. Whether I'm proud or a little bit not proud of it, it is what it is. Like I'm very transparent in all of my things we talk about here. And everybody knows that I was in the pharmaceutical medical sales business, and I was there from like the good old days, right? Like where I was like entertaining all the time. So I was a professional entertainer, taking people out, ate at the best restaurants, drank awesome wine. And when it becomes so social and just socially natural, and it's just this accepted thing that you do all the time, you don't even think about it, right? So then you look around, and Crate and Barrel taught us from the beginning, like, oh, get your barware, get your stemware. And then it's like this psychological idea of, I would like to have a relaxing moment with a pretty glass of whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
There is something real to that. There is a lot of mental...
Do you think it's like the old days, like way, way back when smoking used to be considered elegant? Or do you think it's different? I mean, remember they used to promote it on billboards. Well, no, you wouldn't remember, but they used to promote it on billboards, buy your Camel cigarettes.
Right.
That was like a big deal. And then wine is so elegant and so sexy. And that almost that promotes
it's a good
look.
It's
right?
a good point, but I think that the alcohol industry is like a bazillion times stronger than smoking, right?
Agreed.
Like those companies were shut down.
Well, cancer.
Cancer.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah.
But so if you think about like all of the alcohol branding all around us, I mean, it's food and drink and wine, it's beautiful vineyards, it's, hey, let's have Bloody Marys or mimosas for brunch. I mean, like you hear it. It's all over the place. And then you see it reinforced in grocery stores, in alcohol stores, in all kinds of social media. I was watching a reality show, like a Selling the OC or the Sunset or one of those people. And literally it's alcohol flowing everywhere at all moments in the show, right? So it kind of gives people, I think, this idea of, it's not a big deal. It's okay. You're fine.
And it
right?
kind of goes in your other hand.
And it goes in your other hand. And I can take it down to my myopic view. Like when I get to Wednesday, let's say, or even Thursday, and I'm like, okay, we're rounding the week out. I've taught a lot of classes. My body's sore, which is probably the exact time to not drink.
But we'll get into that.
But I've adulted a lot. I've mommed a lot. I've dealt with whatever. And sometimes I just want to sit on my patio and have a pretty glass of wine.
Right.
And not think about it and let my head change a little bit and just be like,
Yeah, so it kind of shifts from being a really social thing to being a relaxation thing
like
as you get into your 40s, right?
Yes.
So as you get older, when you're younger, and we've talked about this before, where it's so fun and it's so social and it's what you do. And then as you get older, it's almost like you're,
like I just need a moment.
Let me put my feet up and have a freaking glass of wine and not talk to maybe anybody.
Yeah.
Let me just scroll the socials.
Yeah.
Let me just do the death scroll
The death scroll.
and have my glass of wine and not think about anything.
And not answer to anybody.
De-stress. It's a de-stressor.
Not answer to anybody. Not cook people food.
Yeah.
Not fold people's clothes. Not have to entertain people.
Mhm.
Just me, myself, and I. That doesn't make me sound like that I'm like some like crazy drinker in the closet by myself in the dark. But
no.
you know, and God forbid if you are, I'm not like hazing you or saying anything bad. But you know, I mean, it's the reality.
It's the progression of your relationship with alcohol, quite frankly. And so when you're out socializing, you're still having that drink or two. But you also introduce this new world to your body where you're sitting around in the backyard having the glass of wine just by yourself or with your other,
or like rosé in the pool. I'm not going to lie.
No,
like, I mean, on a nice
that's
day.
actually fun.
I know. See, you're backing me up.
Rosé all day.
So then there becomes this argument of like, but alcohol bad. Alcohol's bad. It's toxic in your body. And and so you're like, so where's the line? Like, I am bad with interpretation. Okay.
Right.
Like, I am the girl who removed my steri stitches after I had knee surgery because I thought they were ugly and bloody and I didn't think that they were stitches. And I was like, we just need to get rid of those. And they were like, why did you take your stitches? I'm like, nobody told me those are stitches. They just looked ugly. And they're like, that you could see the look on their face. They just wanted to call me a dumbass, but they didn't. They held back.
Nice of them.
Yeah.
Did you say you were holding a glass of wine while you did it?
No, but do you know what I used to say?
Like what?
I used to say this. I was such an asshole. I would say, be like, oh my God, I could do it one-handed with a glass of Chardonnay in my hand. Duh.
Yeah. Well, that's what I say when I play pickleball.
Thank you, Elle Woods. Thank you, Elle Woods. She inspired me.
I do that with pickleball. I'm like, I can play this game and hold a glass of Chardonnay at the same time.
See, it's not just me. But then, like, am I bad because I'm drinking wine, or am I okay that I'm drinking wine? I'm so
Nobody's
confused.
judging you, Jen.
I'm judging me.
I just want to know your story. How do you feel now? Think about the beginning of the 40s to the end of the 40s, because you're about to round out this whole chapter.
Yeah.
And so your relationship with wine, has it changed?
Alcohol,
Alcohol in general.
Like just the quantity. Oh my God, forget about it.
Right.
You know?
So increased or decreased?
Oh, for sure decreased. Thank God.
Yeah. Decreased. Why?
Well, hey, I do what I do now. So like, it's impossible, right? There's that. Like, if you want to say mildly healthy and like work out and like be at your best, there's just no way, you know? The other thing is that I think that when you're not as busy and you're kind of bored and you're like at home with kids or what, like, it's a lot easier. You're younger. You can tolerate it. You can sort of like, whatever, we're going to go for a ladies' lunch. And then, 2 glasses of wine later, you're like, Jesus Lord, Jesus, Mary, Joseph,
well, that happens
like, I'm going to go sleep. Yeah. Like, I mean, it may happen still here and there.
But you're still enjoying your wine. You just notice that it's decreased over the decade.
Yeah. I don't know if it's decreased in wine, but just overall. Like drinking,
overall drinking,
like
in general.
Because I mean, when we were in our early 40s, like we lived in crazy Newtown, PA. What's up for the PA?
Hey, PA.
But these people were so social. They were crazy, and these are like high level achieving professionals.
Absolutely.
Right? And it was like, Thursday night we're going out for drinks, Friday night we're going out for dinner and drinks, and like we're like, oh my God, Jesus, Mary, Joseph, like, how do these people have this kind of energy?
I know.
And I had little kids at the time, right? So I was like, let's be honest, I was kind of escaping a little. Like, I just needed date nights. I needed date friend nights. I needed group hang nights, because when I went from being a corporate person to all I was doing was being at home with a 2 and a 4-year-old, it was like culture shock bonanza, you know? And so that was a little bit my escape, right? So now, please, if we go out, like we'll go out to dinner, like maybe like once a month, we're like, look at us, woo, you know? So now it's become I want the glass of wine on my patio by myself, nobody talking. But here is where I think it gets dicey.
Tell me.
If you start drinking earlier in the evening, do you shut it off? This is an honest question. I'm not saying everybody else out there has to answer right now, because this is between you and your God, right? But
of course,
like, it's easy and very socially acceptable to have a whatever at happy hour here and there. Maybe not every night. I don't know. I'm not telling the rules, right? But that's sort of how people think, like, well, what's the big deal? They have a spot on the daily calendar called happy hour.
Yeah.
That involves alcohol.
Well, it
Like,
was.
what does that mean,
It became a thing for a reason. Is that the sort of bored time of day?
Right. What is it?
It's
like
the after you did all your shit during the day,
so
and
now,
you need
now
a
I can be
break.
happy. Like think about how crazy that is, how overt. Like let's just call it happy hour,
happy
right?
hour for a moment.
Does that mean that like, okay, cool, sweet, I need the head change, so that's going to make me happy?
Could be.
Probably.
Well, especially because they offer it at a discount, and you can get a snack with it for a deal.
There you go. Like, I mean, come on. It's
at
a marketing
6:02 p.m. though, you're paying full price for
At
that.
6:02, you're paying rack rate, you know?
Rack rate.
Sorry, just saying. But like, let's say you decide to celebrate happy hour at home. This is where it gets dicey. Like,
Well, and I talk to people about this all the time with their nutrition counseling.
yeah.
Is if you get going on that drink early,
Yep.
it leads to poor decisions, poor choices.
Poor choices. Poor
Well, it
choices are
does.
being made in the
It does.
kitchen.
Right? Exactly.
Yes.
So what
I'll
happens? You have the
second that.
1 glass of wine, you have the 2 glass of wine. Now it's 6:00. Nobody made dinner.
Nobody made dinner. We're 2 glasses of wine in. Whoops.
The dinner fairy didn't cook. Now you're on your 3rd glass of wine trying to make dinner with your hand inside a bag of chips.
Yes.
No nutritional value.
No nutritional value. And you know what? We've already like run amok. So hell, why not finish off the damn bottle? Great. Awesome. Now let's go like pass out and saunter
We're
to
not
bed.
driving anywhere. Right.
I mean, I'm not going to lie.
That
It's just
shit
kinda Friday night
happens.
for me.
That's just a Friday night for Jen.
Not always. Not
no
always.
judgment.
But
Of
no
course
judgment.
not. Because
Listen,
sometimes you're
I'm
at work.
bearing my soul. You all better not be judging me out there. But listen, like I will tell everybody, I'm always transparent. Like whether
are.
you think I'm
Mhm.
ridiculous or not, like I'm never going to sugarcoat it. So
Nope.
yes, can I be a wino? Yes. I'm not proud of it, but I will tell you at the same time, I am kind of interested in this experimenting of like having a glass of wine and then a gummy. Oh, interesting. Okay, LJ is looking at me.
LJ's like, you
"Just
can't
stop
say
it.
that.
You can't say that.
You can't say
I just
that.
did.
You
So
did
there.
it. Full disclosure, she said it out
So
loud.
In other words, what I'm doing is I'm trying to maximize the head change and minimize the alcohol. Ooh, did you hear what I did there?
Yeah.
I know. Do I sound like a raging wacko? I know I do.
Sometimes, but that's okay.
Listen, somebody out there give me some snaps. You feel what I'm saying. You feel me. You feel what I'm picking.
She's
you're
making
picking up what I'm
change.
laying down.
She's trying to stay current because all the Gen Zs claim they don't drink or they drink less. But
Yes.
the ones that are claiming they're not drinking, they're sucking on gummies like,
or they're smoking the dope.
oh, they're smoking up a doper.
A doper. Can we call it
Can we
doobie?
sound
A
older?
doobie. I love that word. A doobie.
A doob.
A doobie. Dude, there's a band called the Doobie Brothers, for crying out loud.
That was my wedding song. One of their songs.
No, it was not. Your wedding song.
It was actually Captain
Bye.
Hook. It was actually Captain Hook. I do the same thing.
Is this why you like to do the pirate voice all the time?
I'm that many years old that my wedding song was Captain.
Wait, you got
Dr. Hook, Captain.
Imagine you say like my wedding song is. I was like, is your wedding song Puff the Magic Dragon?
Oh my God, yes.
Oh my God, I'm crying. Yes.
Oh my God, sorry you guys, we're doing that laugh where you can't even hear it.
Like I sound like Sammy the Snake.
I don't even know.
Oh God, could you?
I miss the 70s. I'm sorry.
Could you imagine dancing in a wedding dress to Puff the Magic
Dragon lived by the sea.
Oh my God,
And
I'm crying right now.
rocked in the autumn mist.
In the land called Honolulu. This is why I say it. Dance and don't
Okay.
sing.
We're not going to give up our day jobs. I promise you.
I just imagine Jodi with like a doobie, like dancing to the Doobie Brothers, followed by Puff the Magic Dragon.
How'd your wedding go?
So
Back to Jen's relationship with
Jesus.
alcohol
Oh,
and not
no.
my life.
It's kind of a hot mess, and it won't be. Like, and then it's like I feel like it dresses up in different costumes all the time.
Okay.
Right. And then I'll be like, no, you know what? I need good sleep. I would say my biggest hangover is being sleep deprived. Now, it doesn't
So
really
alcohol doesn't disrupt your sleep?
Not really.
Not that you've noticed.
Well, okay. So if there has been a time that I've been overserved.
Yeah.
Not that I would really know what I'm talking about because that never happens to me.
I'm not even gonna.
But I will say I know if I've drank too much because the sugar will wake me up at 4 a.m. Ooh, that is not nice. That sucks. That's my sleep. That's my sleep.
Nutrition coaching.
101.
Check mark.
Yeah. She needs nutrition coaching, ladies and gentlemen.
We're gonna get a 3-day food log starting on a Thursday.
No, you are not.
From Jenn. And all my nutrition clients know what I'm talking about.
Dude, you know what's really scary though? I've known so many people in the fitness business that they're like, it's almost like the sugar from the wine. It's like the exhaust they run on to go teach more classes in the morning. That's so sick and wrong.
Yeah.
I just gotta. Yeah. Says our nutrition coach, going, "What the hell is coming out of her mouth right now?" Listen, it's just honesty. I told you I'd give you honesty.
You did, and that's appreciated. So, but I was curious, did it disrupt your sleep when you went? Like, it used to disrupt my sleep, and we're not talking about me yet, but we're still on you.
No. In summary, it's a complicated order. Okay, I'm a complicated order with wine. No, I like it's definitely like the alcohol consumption is like more than half gone. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. From my early, there's no real way. You know. Now where I get a little crazy, again, people feel me on this one. Back me up. The earlier I drink wine or even have a pretty martini. That's really fun in a pretty glass, right?
I love a pretty martini. Okay.
If there's more time to stay up drinking, no bad, right? So I really try to not drink.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I'm going to, I try to, like, if I do pour myself a glass of wine for that head change, it's definitely past 8 o'clock. You know,
right? So knowing that I'm not to have the maybe second
multiple,
or third,
yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah. I think that does help a lot. People feel me, back me up on this, right? Now, if there's a pool party and there's rosé, all bets are off. I'm just
especially if it's a nice French rosé.
Oh, you're all fancy
and cold,
crisp pool rosé. I'm putting it in a plastic wine glass for crying out loud. Yeah. I'm sitting on a swan. Sorry, we have blow swans in my pool. Oh, we have these 4 little ones, by the way. I digress. Sorry.
Oh, no.
I didn't realize I bought solar paneled ones and they
light up at night.
They do. They like turn different
neon
colors. Brant's like, well, this is a new low for us in the backyard. Like,
your neighbors love you.
Yeah, they love us. They think we're putting on like a full on theatrical Miami Heat night skyline.
Further digression.
Further digression.
My
neon
neighbor
flamingos. Neon swans.
My neighbor has a white unicorn that scares the living shit out of me every morning when I open the drapes because
not a real one, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not a real unicorn, but it's gigantic and it's floating in the corner. It always migrates to the corner of the pool, so it looks like it looks like it's looking in my window in the morning. I actually took a picture one morning after I opened my drink because I went, oh, and I took a picture and I blew it up and I inserted it in the photo so it was, magnified.
That's fantastic.
And I texted her, I'm like, Nance. This thing is not cool.
It's giving me creeper vibes.
Not cool.
It's giving me creeper
Needless
vibes,
to say, she keeps replacing it every year because it dies.
They do. That's right, yeah. We're a swan kind of a household. We like swans.
Well, they're unicorns, and I don't have a pool, so it doesn't matter.
So swans and pool rosé. Yeah, it's a thing.
It's good.
It's a thing. All right, we've dissected me quite enough here. Okay, like I need to hear about you and your relationship with alcohol, and wine.
Okay,
Okay.
I also love a good wine.
Mm-hmm.
In fact,
I thought so.
I spent most of my 40s living in Buffalo, New York.
We're saying in Buffalo Bills.
With the Buffalo Bills sitting by my backyard. No, we didn't hang. We didn't hang.
We didn't hang.
Did not know. I knew a lot of the Sabres because they lived in my neighborhood. But no, seriously, because my kids went to school with some of the kids of the players. But the Bills, they live in Orchard Park, and I lived in Clarence, New York.
Says the lady who knows nothing and doesn't stalk any of these people.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Where the Bills Mafia lifestyle began.
Uh-huh.
I was also, I loved wine. And I mean, I was a wine snob for my 50th birthday, in fact, I went to Napa with a group of friends from all over, and we ripped Napa apart. Like, we were going from morning till night. It was one vineyard after another. My nickname on my very birthday was Dump Bucket because you know how you
Dump Bucket.
because you know how you go to a wine, you go to a vineyard and you do a wine tasting and you're like
DB.
supposed to have a sip, right?
What's up, DB?
You're supposed to, yeah, new
Dump
nickname.
Bucket.
I guess I know my new mind's own name.
Yeah, it's your new
Anyways,
name.
so
Dump Bucket. That's fantastic. I'm going to look up on who the hell is Dump Bucket? That's like dump truck.
it's Jodi. It's
Oh my God.
It's
It's Joseph Dump Bucket.
Oh my God. That's Dump Bucket with a J. Silent J.
J Dump Bucket.
Why?
J Dump Bucket.
Because
What is happening
well,
here
listen,
today?
you're supposed to sip it, right? The tastings, and you have
Yes.
like a little.
You're
But
supposed to smell the bouquet.
I can't leave a hank on a good wine, so I would drink it, and instead of dumping it into, there's a
Oh yeah,
communal?
Yeah, who's a dumper? Come
so
on.
Apparently, well, you're a dump bucket too. Then welcome to my life. They were like, "Do you want a straw?" And then you can just finish what everybody else is dumping into the
Maybe.
dump.
No. Yes.
This is why we're friends.
Up top.
Okay, I'm just saying. Anyhow,
top.
that's how I went through my birthday weekend. I drank, and the thing is, when you're in Napa, it's like seriously high quality wine. If you
Yes.
go into these little secret mini vineyards, no hangovers, none. I felt good morning, noon, and night. I slept
Like a baby.
crazy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like a baby.
You're in bed at 9 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
There's no nightlife in Napa,
and-
guys.
and
you don't
by,
need it.
And by the way, if you even made it to the third winery,
Oh, we were on our fifth some days.
Jesus.
I was with professionals.
you're feeling no pain. Like
I-
by the third, and you're like, what? I'm just having a sip of wine like 5
Yeah.
times. What? And
I
you're
was-
like, no. It's a little different than that.
I was with professionals. We have friends that lived there. Unfortunately, my poor friend Amy has passed since, but she organized the whole thing and we did it large. We had a great time. So Big actually became a bit of a wine snob over the years
Oh,
because
yeah.
I like a
I've
good
been there
quality
too.
wine. And
Yes.
then after traveling to different regions in, Europe and even last year when we went to Italy, I really appreciate delicious wine.
Same.
So because the side effects are not quite what the cheaper wines are, there's not all the preservatives and the crazy stuff in it. But again, you can get drunk on it. So there's that. Anyhow, that's kind of like the 40s, the early 50s. It's, my body though just literally stopped tolerating as I got older. Every year I get older, I just don't enjoy it as much. I would start like drinking a glass of wine and going, ugh, I don't even want this.
Oh, when you're
And
bored
then
of it, yeah,
I was-
you're over it when you're like, this isn't even interesting to me.
Exactly. And I started to get actually bored of it. And then I also became aware of the weight that I was starting to put on.
I get puffy. I need to rein it back if there's a little too much wine consumption. Like I feel puffy.
Yeah.
I feel puffy.
And so I coach
it's not
people.
worth it. It's not fun.
I coach people out of this now because I've already been through it and it's legit. Like
It's
you
real. It is
get
real
the
thing.
inflammation
Yeah.
and you get bloated and you will actually gain weight because the calories are pretty high when you start combining how many glasses of wine you drank. There's a lot of calories in there.
Yes.
So I thought I was
There's
brilliant.
700 calories in a bottle of Chardonnay.
Well, and
Why
I'm
do I know that? I have no idea.
Right.
Wink, wink.
So, and then I shifted from wine to liquor, thinking that I was a genius because there's a lot less calories. So there is some method to my madness. I was getting tired and bored of wine, and it just wasn't worth the money I was spending on it. And shifted over to vodka, also like a little tequila in my life. And ever since Jen introduced me to the Tajín rim, watch out.
The Tajín belt.
Yeah, I don't like, and hey, if I'm at your restaurant and you see me and I order something with tequila and I want a Tajín rim, please belt that on.
Belt that sucker. Make it big.
I like it thick.
Don't just tease us with a little good time. Tease us with a lot of good time.
Exactly. I want a belt. Don't give me a sprinkle.
Even maybe like a short skirt.
Exactly. Even a short skirt with fringes. I don't care.
Tajín fringes. You know why? You know why we're this silly today is because we're talking about alcohol. We think we're drunk.
Oh, that's it.
Good. That's great. Oh, that's it. Sure. Yeah.
There we are.
Oh no. Okay.
So yeah, that's what I transitioned to, and probably still live in that world. I would decide. I'm back onto wine. I really love rosé. When I was in France, in Bordeaux, I became addicted to the rosé that they produce there, which is
very dry and not
spectac-
sweet at all. Like
it's
there's nothing
spectacular.
Like that.
It's like I hated rosé until I actually went to France and had Bordeaux. It's just spectacular. The moral of the story is my relationship with alcohol has changed immensely. I used to drink a lot more. I used to desire a lot more. But then I started waking up with the headaches. My sleep did get disrupted.
Yes.
And unlike yours, but I would wake up with kind of a banging headache at like 2 or 3 in the morning. And mainly because I was super dehydrated.
Yes. And your fingers are swollen.
Yeah.
Ew. You guys, sausages.
The dehydration situation is huge as we get older. So we need to be drinking a lot more water. So even if you are indulging in a few glasses here and there, no matter what your choice is, you need to stay hydrated throughout. There, I preached it. But my story is I still like a drink occasionally. I really don't drink that much anymore. I've lost kind of my taste for it. That may be the nature of just the process of aging. The fact that my metabolism, I know, just can't handle it anymore. Mm-hmm. And I don't want the unwanted calories. I like crunching my calories more than I like drinking my calories. Fair. So that's my personal choice.
I think the drinking evolution that people hopefully naturally have, and if they don't naturally have it, it's a good sort of guideline to say, okay, if food is super yummy, but it's going to hurt your gut, i.e. a greasy bacon cheeseburger that you're like, oh, it's so good. But it's going to, and you're like, God, this sounds good, but it's going to make my stomach
It's going to make me feel sick. Well, you get to a point where you look at food like that
you're like, you start automatically weighing the yucks out of the benefits that you want. And sometimes, sometimes they don't. Yep. Sometimes you're like, no, I'm going to do that bacon cheeseburger. I don't care. But it's why you don't do it every single day.
Exactly.
Because your stomach, your gut hurts. Like, I think alcohol has a same parallel to that with like your desire for it, or like, okay, I used to be able to, I could probably eat a cheeseburger now. Probably wasn't great for my waistline at like 25, but I could probably eat a cheeseburger every day if I wanted to and not feel gross. Like my gut didn't hurt, right? Same thing with alcohol,
so
right?
Let's listen to our bodies. And I mean, let's look into the science a little bit here. Because there are real physiological changes that happen.
And what would those be, Jodi, the nutrition coach here at Danz and Sandy Studios?
The first thing that you need to know is your liver actually slows down the way it processes alcohol. And, as you age, it becomes less efficient. So the alcohol just stays in your system a little longer, which is why the hangovers feel brutal and last longer. So the same amount you drank when you were, let's say, 32 are going to be very, very different inside your body and how they process at 42.
So let me ask you a question about that. Like there's, and you know this, like once you look at something on Instagram or whatever social media you're following and you look up liver toxicity or you look at liver and alcohol, what starts feeding into your algorithm? Every single thing that claims it's going to help it and cure it.
Yeah.
So what do we think of those things? Milk thistle and dose and rise coffee and all those things. Have you fallen for any of them? I have.
And I think everybody has, because we want a quick fix.
We want to do something like, okay, we're done. Okay, we've erased all the bad stuff we've done.
I always tell people that I'm working with that if they're watching Instagram and TikTok and all those things, if the person is trying to sell you something, that's your key to go do your homework. Because yes, maybe their product works, but they're really in it just to make money. So maybe it worked for them. Maybe they're lying to sell a product. You need to do your research and see if that's actually going to work with your body composition. But again, too, it's like if it works for somebody else, it may not work for your body.
Yeah.
And so always go with the natural ways. I always tell people to hydrate from morning till night. Like you really need to keep that. I describe it as the oil in your engine. It keeps all of the parts working. Keep yourself fully hydrated.
By the way, I've needed an oil change for like 2 months.
No surprise. That orange light is on, isn't it?
Yes.
Gosh darn it. That just goes back to
podcast. I don't know what number.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah. 3 months ago.
Exactly. But yeah, you need to adjust. Your water, you need to adjust what you're eating.
Well, and something else you said that I think makes a lot of sense earlier before we started this is that
Yeah.
your body composition changes as you get older, right?
Yeah, the hormones.
So you
Yeah.
hold more fat than you do
Mm.
water.
Yeah. Estrogen is
Right?
decreasing, guys.
And so so think about what moves alcohol through your body. It's water.
Yep.
Right? And if you have less of that,
Yep.
then that alcohol is going to stay in your body essentially longer, right?
Yep.
And so the potency of it, it's not necessarily going to increase in your body, but it's just there longer. So you're going to feel it a lot longer. And that's why as you get older, you're like, Jesus, I can't even like hardly handle a glass of wine or two. That's
Yep.
the reason why.
Yeah.
Like I've watched my parents do this and like my mom still drinks. My dad doesn't at all anymore, but they drink well into their 70s. And, they're wondering why, like we always used to joke around. We're like, oh boy, JoJo's already gone to bed. Now she's sleepwalking after she's had too many glasses of wine. It's like, she's like, I never did that before. I'm like, because you're 70.
Exactly.
Throwing it out there.
Your metabolism slows down. And as soon as you put alcohol into your system, it tries to process the alcohol instead of the fat. So it also contributes to your weight gain. It just decreases your metabolism. It's really a whole equation that works negatively towards you. So it's like anything. It's like enjoy your drinks. Just freaking moderation is the key. And I personally have found that my body dictated it to me. So listen to your body.
Be present and listen. Now, what about hormone changes with this?
Well, yeah, your estrogen decreases, right? So it takes longer for you to process the alcohol. Again, it's just a metabolism shift. And, on top of that, we're already dealing with disrupted sleep. We've got perimenopause. We've got hot flashes. We've got the night sweats, and we've got alcohol on top of it.
Yeah.
That just makes everything enhanced. Right.
Well, and I lean into the inflammation piece of this. Like I'm super sensitive to this, right? So most people tell me that I overwork because look at my job, right? When I can feel it in my joints, when I can feel it like not only am I probably more dehydrated than I should be, I drink a lot of water, but I sweat like a beast. And so I lose a lot of water. And so that just compiles the problem. Now, if I'm putting, yes, it's a fluid, yes, but it's a dehydrating fluid. Coffee is too, as much as we'll drink it. Like these are
liquid, but
they're liquids, but they're dehydrants, right? Like or they're
diuretic.
They're diuretic, right? So it's I don't know. Like I'm constantly using. I'm used to constantly looking for the fountain of youth in longevity, which always equals first take out the inflammatory piece, right?
Exactly.
Inflammation is the start of every wrongdoing in your body, right?
Yeah.
Someday, most of us will pretty much die of some type of an inflammatory disease of some sort, right? That's just what it is.
Sure.
And if I'm, being told by societal norms that it's okay to like have a pretty glass with the thing that's like giving me inflammation, I probably need to rethink that. So again, it goes back to moderation. Like when is it worth it? And do I really need it? Like I know that sometimes I can find myself caught in this just habitual thing. Like it's just a habit.
Yeah.
Like, do I need it? And I'm like, what am I doing? I don't need this. And I'll go pour a glass of bubbly, like in a plastic cup. And I'm perfectly happy with that. I'm like, that's interesting. I didn't need that glass of wine at all. And I didn't have it. And I'm fine. It's really okay. So I think the mental shift of it.
Listen to your body, listening to that inflammation, because you do feel it. And a lot of times if you are out with people, you get the pressure of having another drink. Sure. I've started leaning into going and getting club soda with lime because I think part of it is because I did shift to liquor. In most cases, it's actually easier to shift over to the club sodas. Maybe because it's almost similar because I would do like vodka and soda. Yeah. Not tonic. People, tonic is a calorie bomb.
Yes. Very good point. Nice sidebar, side jam.
No tonic. Anyways, no tonic for you. Tonic. That's a sugar bomb.
Yeah.
So if you're drinking soda with lime, the drink almost looks the same. People don't even recognize that you're not drinking. But I think in general, we can say that, after 40, alcohol affects you more. It takes longer to process.
Disrupts more inflammation.
Yep. Disrupts things that are already being disrupted by hormonal changes and costs more in terms of how you feel the next day. It's not the same trade-off it used to be.
And I think instead of being sort of glazed over by all societal norms and, all the pretty pictures of the pretty barware like that I was talking about at the beginning of the episode and, how much it's all over social media and it's in shows and it, hey, it's the holidays, let's have a eggnog. Like it's all around us at the same time. Remember, that is marketing and you've done more work than just zoning out and listening to all that. That's where you started this. Like your alcohol journey probably started with, I went to Pretty Glass or I want to go out with friends or I want, it became social and it was a visual and it was like you in like this pretty picture, right? Like holding a pretty glass or whatever it is. Like, but recognize the fact you've done more work about your body and about nutrition, even if just listening to us babble on, to be smarter and more aware than give in to those pressures. And I'm not saying you're giving into the pressure if you do have a drink or a glass of wine. No, but it's like everything we talk about on this show, it's about moderation. I had this conversation with one of our challenge people. I said, listen, if I was like some military, like sergeant boot camp psychopath, like yelling and screaming at you, she's like, I just wouldn't be here, Jen. I was like, bingo. Right. Because we shoot you straight. We shoot the shit, but we shoot you straight too. We're like, look, we are professionals at what we've done. We are experts in our field, but we're also human beings. Like we have the same tempts. We have the temptations. We have the same like desires. We go, oh my God, I really want that freaking like, Butterfinger Blizzard freeze thingamajiggy at the Dairy Queen. Good. Or like, oh, I really want a really good, really crisp glass of wine or maybe two. Yeah, we have all those things too. It's just
doesn't pair well with the Blizzard, but
no, ice cream and wine's weird.
No. Yeah, so I mean, I think we can wrap this up. I could think the only other thing I could suggest is, coping mechanisms. If you're feeling inclined for that drink and there's really it's not even serving a purpose. It's just a habit. Like you're about to do something, but you want that glass of wine with you. Movement helps. So if you distract yourself by going for a walk, going to a fitness class
at night.
Yeah.
Come to classes here at night.
Those night classes.
That's really helpful.
Well, it kills the desire for the drink at all because when you're on the high of the class and the after class
That's
glow,
the dopamine. That's the dopamine.
It gives you the endorphins you were looking for. And you're not going to make that. You'll be so happy with your choice.
Well, and two, if you aren't going to do that and you say you're like, I just can't do that. I have kids at home or blah, 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 or whatever the thing is, it doesn't work. Instead of saying, no, you just can't have it, replace it with something, right? Like replace it with a sparkly, fun, bubbly drink. Put it in a wine glass. I do that all the time, And it sounds silly, but it works. It really does. Sometimes it's just a matter of having something in your hand.
You can trick yourself.
Can trick yourself. So here's the bottom line, right? So once you're 40 over, and by the way, that's a generalization. It might be earlier for some people, might be later, but that things are changing. Why? Hormones are changing in your body. You are probably more dehydrated than you give yourself credit for, right? Your lipids are probably higher in percentage than maybe what they have been.
Correct.
Alcohol is not circulating through your body and then being expended the way it was when it was younger because you have less water, typically speaking, as a 40-year-old or older, right?
Yeah.
That leads to all kinds of problems. Your liver's not processing it faster and breaking it down.
Yep.
You're getting all kinds of inconsistencies in your sleep. You have more inflammatory issues because it does cause inflammation, right?
Exactly. I mean, this is a personal decision and there's no judgment either way, but be honest with yourself and how it's actually affecting you, not how it used to affect you. And you know what? If you're local, come to Danz and Sanity Studios
Sweat
and
it out.
find the natural endorphins that are worth their weight in gold. You will love it.
And seriously, like, I can't say this enough. Like, this is the best dopamine hit around. Shameless plug, but it's true. We will keep you as busy and as happy as like a couple glasses of wine and like a little head shift does.
Absolutely.
It's true. So, all right. So I think that's a wrap on this episode of No Gossip, Just Saying. Thank you for hanging out with us.
And make sure to hit follow and subscribe. And if you love today's episode, leave a comment on YouTube or drop us a 5-star review on whatever platform you're listening on.
And until next time, no gossip.
Just saying.